What's up, folks? It's EPICFTW, and today we are reviving a show that we did back in Advanced Warfare times. We're doing Elite Tips, and today we're starting with the NV4. Cue the intro. Now, before we even get started, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If we can get 10 likes on this video, you will have made my entire week. So, the first thing we're going to do, jumping right into it, is give you the base stat to the weapon that I think are pertinent. The first thing, it shoots at about 600 RPM. It's a 4 to 5 shot kill over the course of the map. We have a 2-ish second reload. This thing already has godlike accuracy, which we're going to up the ante on later. And this gun is specifically for patient players. Since this is our quick series, what we're going to do is we're basically just going to give you our prime loadout for this weapon and why. So, the optimal setup for pub stomping is what I like to call quiet time. So, the base of this build is situational awareness to give the best callouts, and we have like a massive overlap in ability here, but that's kind of the point. So the rig you're going to use is a Phantom rig. The Phantom rig specializes in stealthy support, giving you access to the fast charging pulsar for wall hacks, and marked target, which gunfire stops health regeneration for 5 seconds. I'm like, it's a debuff for crying out loud. This is what we wanted in COD, right? The whole setup is designed to keep your enemies guessing your location, with you always having a way to know theirs. Okay, jumping right into the class setup. We're going to use the NV4 Exalted variant because it gives an additional clip size. Now we're going to move directly into attachments, and we're going to start with the most basic. We go no optics for this setup. The iron sights are great, and they have an open design. We have the foregrip, which the NV4 doesn't need, but we want to make this the most accurate we can for long-range assaults. Silencer, which oddly is very strong in this weapon. There are hardly any bad traits or like shortening of damage drop off specifically for that. Stock makes strafing easier in those CQC fights, which this is COD, you'll run into those. But this also makes longer range fights easier because you get to aim with the left stick. It just makes it easier. Seeker grenades, because these are fire and forget, super reliable. Blackout grenades for those moments when you need to get away. First perk we're going with is Ghost, to keep you off of UAV and radar pings. Then we're going with Cold-Blooded, specifically for the nameplate removal. I don't know about you guys, but it's happened to me where this momentary pause that everyone does when they don't see your name is more than enough time to murder someone. Marksman, slight flinch reduction, and you can spot your enemies from further away. No hiding. UAV, for situational awareness for your whole team. Counter UAV, to remove situational awareness for your whole team. Vulture, which the Vulture is the bread and butter of this particular score streak set. And the reason for that is the Vulture can be deployed in 2 modes. It can be deployed in attack mode, which has a Gatling gun that shoots, and I think it takes about 6 to 7 bullets to kill, but it's basically for just covering your back. Or when UAV and Pulsar both run out, it can be changed into radar mode, which will find enemies like close to you, which is or close to the Vulture, which is perfect. And the crazy part is, since the meta hasn't been established yet, right now in the very beginning, this is the perfect score streak to run because it's still early and people aren't using cold-blooded yet. They're using like the basic running gun feats, so it makes it a lot easier for you to keep that situational awareness. So right now we're going to talk about how I play this class. Now, I'm normally super aggressive. I'm a sub player. So I'm trying to get in, hit hard, get out. That's the whole point. That's the whole mantra of a sub player. But with this loadout, it rewards me taking my time and being a good player by giving me advanced call-out features. Now, you guys are not necessarily playing with your team, but for right now, this will make people want to play with you. So there you have it, a class that allows you to be the greatest support slayer alive. I'm looking so forward to continuing the series of elite tips because I want you guys to be the best COD players you can be. And while I help you grow, I grow because I'm doing all the research. Now, before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor for this video, G2A.com. It's a place for cheap games, Xbox Live cards, skins for Valve games, and so much more. Use our link in the descriptions to be your gateway to savings. And with that, we're actually going to bring this video to a close. But the video itself is not over. What's going to happen is I'm going to let this gameplay finish in the background. Since I never actually explained what this gameplay was, I just created a custom type gameplay with some bots and me in this class in action. Now, luckily, the bots on this game are a lot smarter than bots in old games, so they will actually react similar to the way humans react. So if I put up a counter UAV, they won't know where I am based on the radar situation, which, you know, good stuff like that. Just I want you guys to be able to see the synergy for this. So there's about 5 minutes of gameplay left, so I'm just gonna leave that up for you guys. I think I get 80 before I call it done. But for me, this is EPICFTW signing out. Thank you for watching. Y'all keep it gangster. Remember, vote on the 8th, folks. Take it easy.
Is offline. Vulture active. Established. Vulture enabled. Targeting.
UAV inbound to your position.
Vulture is offline.